Austin White faced backlash after he defended David, an artist accused of involvement in the murder of 14-year-old Celeste. Celeste's body was discovered inside a Tesla registered to David, which was parked outside his Hollywood Hills home.
Have you been seeing the thing about the David kid, the artist that was dating a 13-year-old?
Yeah.
Found the body in his trunk.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
He didn't do it.
Out of here, all the evidence that's out there.
According to Celeste's mother, her daughter had been missing since April 2024, and she confirmed that Celeste had a boyfriend named David. The victim's physical description matched police findings, including her height, weight, and a tattoo on her finger. The tattoo detail was particularly significant because David also had a matching tattoo on his index finger. Celeste had reportedly run away from home to be with David in early 2024. Witnesses claimed she was seen with him multiple times through that year and into 2025. The condition of her body suggested she had been deceased for 2 to 3 weeks before being found. Reports noted that the body was in a badly decomposed state and placed in a plastic bag.
This case has sparked so much interest, especially when it was learned that the Tesla Celeste body was found in was registered to singer David Anthony Burke, better known by his stage name David, but spelled with a 4. Now, as of this recording, David doesn't face any charges, nor has he been arrested in connection to Celeste's murder. But here's why some think he might allegedly be involved in some way. Besides the fact Celeste was found in a car registered to him, her mom told TMZ last week her daughter had been missing since April 5th of 2024 at just 13 years old. Celeste's mom told the outlet she got worried learning the news of a body being found in a Tesla because 1, the police description matched Celeste, 5'1", weighing about 70 pounds, wavy dark hair, but also a major standout, the letters SH tattooed on her finger, which just so happens to match the exact same tattoo David also has on his index finger. And if that wasn't just merely a coincidence, Celeste's mom also told TMZ her daughter had a boyfriend named David. Now, eagle-eyed fans went to David's music also hoping for some kind of clues or possible ties. In one of his leaked songs, David sings about professing his love to someone named Celeste. The verses include, "Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed." The other verse includes, "Oh Celeste, afraid you'll only love me when undressed. But you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed. But I digress because..." Now, the song was reportedly titled Celeste Demo Unfit.
This timeline coincided with David's tour schedule, suggesting the possibility he had time to conceal evidence. Authorities determined that she was likely dead before he traveled for performances, giving him an opportunity to clean up any incriminating material. Despite the circumstantial evidence, David had not been arrested or charged at the time. Charleston White defended David by pointing to the lack of formal charges. He argued that in many cases, people are arrested with far less evidence, and the fact that David was still free suggested authorities lacked sufficient proof. Charleston White highlighted that if police truly believed David was responsible, they would have detained him at minimum to apply pressure. He also suggested that the absence of immediate arrest contradicted typical law enforcement behavior in high-profile crimes.
Clearly obsessed with gore. He was sending people being chopped up and murdered into Discord chats. He loved that type of stuff. Like, he loved horrific things. He even talked about in an interview how his alter ego is this character from a manga who would murder people and then try to solve the same murders that he did.
He's basically an agent of chaos and kind of my alter ego, and the story of the manga went like I was a detective and there was an evil version of myself that would kind of come out at random moments, kind of like Fight Club with Tyler Durden. And he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as the detective. So like when I was as the detective, I'd be like solving murders that I'm committing myself. And it was like a cool little story. I didn't think anything would come of it. Like it was.
Critics of Charleston White's stance countered by pointing out the unique circumstances of the case. Celeste had been missing for a year, meaning there was little immediate oversight or urgency around her disappearance. This allowed David significant time to act without suspicion, unlike situations where families or authorities quickly intervene. The badly decomposed state of the body suggested delays in discovery, limiting forensic evidence collection. This meant investigators may have struggled to establish a direct connection between David and the act of killing. The controversy deepened when Charleston White referred to Celeste in disrespectful terms, drawing criticism for his lack of sensitivity toward the victim. However, his central point remained focused on questioning why a suspect with so much circumstantial evidence against him had not been detained. He suggested that either law enforcement was cautious due to the high-profile nature of the case, or David's legal and financial resources provided him with protections not afforded to ordinary individuals.
Don't let it stay out this long and they got a little bit of evidence. They didn't arrest nigga with way less evidence. If nothing else, put him in jail just to put a hole on him.
A dead body found in your car?
Nothing, listen, hold on. If they find a dead body in me and your car, and this is our car, do you think they'll let me and you stay out like long? They got all, so think about this. If they got all this information on him dating a minor, an underage kid, and she look like a white girl, mixed girl, what nigga they let just stay free like this? We already claim about injustices. You don't think, like we see in all the first 48s and crime units victims, they would find some kind of reason to hold him and keep him, make sure he don't do nothing to flee? They're not, no arrest. They got all this evidence to point to say he did it. He done sliced the body up because the body was butchered. So that means somewhere there's a location where there's been blood, where they put cut the lights. They got all this, no arrest? Y'all really think he done this and everything points at him? That's why you can't go with this. If everything points at him, why hadn't they made no arrest when we see niggas get arrested with less?
Observers pointed to celebrity privilege as a possible explanation. Comparisons were made to Sean Diddy Combs, who avoided consequences for alleged violent crimes for decades before facing greater scrutiny. Critics argued that wealthy entertainers with access to top-tier lawyers and industry connections often navigate the justice system differently than average suspects. David's ability to cancel his tour, move out of his residence, and avoid arrest while under suspicion was cited as an example of this privilege. The public reaction reflected divided perspectives. Many argued that the available evidence overwhelmingly pointed to David's involvement. The presence of Celeste's body in his vehicle, lyrical references to her, matching tattoos, eyewitness accounts of their relationship, and his disturbing fascination with gore created what critics considered a textbook suspect profile. Others, influenced by Charleston White's reasoning, questioned why authorities would hesitate if the evidence were so compelling.
A black man in America get to move this freely with this much negative publicity on him, and he's possibly guilty. I like to think outside the box. I like to think outside the box, guys. Why would they let him walk this freely, only to lose endorsements and sponsorships and council shows and not his freedom? In the climate that we're in.
In his car, though.
Listen, who said it's his car? The police?
The car's registered under his name.
Registered under his name. Maybe I bought it for them. Him, her. I got a bunch of cars out here I done bought, Sean, for people. That don't place me as the murderer. But as good as technology is today, you guys want me to believe that every single piece of evidence points at his guilt and they don't have probable cause to arrest him.
Okay, fuck the death. He was dating a 13-year-old girl.
So we got all the evidence.
It's evidence.
And you want me to believe that she's dead and the police have not even arrested him for being involved sexually.
I don't know if he killed her.
Hold on, listen to me. The mother or somebody can say he was messing with her, right?
The mother did.
So you mean to tell me if he was really messing with her and they got proof and evidence, if nothing else, they get him on sex charges with a minor so we can at least hold him in jail while we investigate this murder, while we can put pressure on him. See, right now, there's no pressure on him to talk or nothing. So obviously the evidence don't.
The legal process required proof beyond circumstantial connections. Authorities could not move forward with prosecution without risk of the case collapsing if evidence was deemed insufficient. Investigators faced pressure to build a stronger case before making an arrest, particularly given David's access to resources. Celebrity suspects can afford legal teams capable of dismantling weak cases, creating further hesitation among prosecutors. In the aftermath, discussion expanded to broader issues of justice, privilege, and celebrity accountability. Observers pointed out that similar cases involving ordinary individuals often result in immediate detention based on circumstantial evidence alone. The fact that David remained free reinforced concerns about disparities in how justice is applied based on wealth and status. This dimension fueled public anger and skepticism.
They don't let black men get away with these kind of crimes, Sean. Not in America. Not under this president. Not under this president, homie. Not under this president with this Department of Justice and FBI director. They are not fit to let a black man. You see what they did to Diddy?
He's randomly on video washing all her shoes. Are you seeing this shit?
I am, and I'm also saying.
Do you randomly wash your girl's shoes? All of them? Hand scrubbing?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I swear to God.
You gonna go buy her some new ones, nigga. You rich now.
I can call her right now and say, man, give me them shoes. So
nigga, you getting money now.
Man, I clean them new shoes because I still clean mine. Give me your jewelry. I clean your good. Man, yeah, I do my daughter. Let me clean your shoes. Yeah, I'm gonna clean my girl's shoes. When you got money, you pay for them hot dollar. Man, can we finna go out? Cause she ain't gonna clean them. I'm saying, homie, listen, y'all want me to believe that we're mistreated by the police. So what y'all always saying? That it's unfair, we don't get a fair shot. Why are they giving him a fair shot then? With all the evidence. And this is circumstantial. And we seen them go to trial on circumstantial evidence. Lil Durk. This is a high-profile case that any prosecutor, any FBI investigator would want to get on to get this guy. You can't make me believe they going this easy on the that done something this horrible to a kid. And he still, and all the black people saying this, when they canceling people's shows for speaking on Kirk.
He has